Good afternoon, good evening, hello there. Sorry about that. Okay. How is everyone doing? Okie dokie. Today, well, for however long I can keep it up, I'm going to be doing some marketplace builds and other stuff. I'm gonna turn up my sound to the game because I had muted it at one point. Do do do. Blocks that 40. 40. Friendly mobs, about the same as hostile. Other players, whatever. I don't know why I put that on, but whatever. There we go. Okay. Hurry up on the computer while I have my chat open. Okay. So, know about you, but okay, there we go. Switch. Okay, so Robert Gold here, the moderator that has this tower, has been working on his area around my build a little bit after he saw how I started working more consistently on that one. He revamped the bridge to his area, which is nice. Extended out the deep slate tiles. Redid the stone walk path going up. Removed some of the light blocks. I don't know why. And redid some of the water falls. So he cleaned it up, redid the paths. I'm gonna have to do something real quick here. Just to help out a little bit. Okay, fine. The ignore claim thing is, I don't want to type in. Looks like he needs to fill in that right there. Looks like a couple spots also need to be filled in a little bit better, but I bet he will get to that later. So yeah, this used to be one long water thing falling down the hill, so he redid it. And along with the path going up, the thing going to the front here. Looks like no, I don't think he touched that. He redid the outside, what he could touch up with, and added this little balcony area overlooking everything. And it looks like he's been adding a roof. Yeah, he's been doing some work. Pretty nice. I like the red. I'm not sure how far he's going to go up, but once you hit 320 on the, I think, no, 330. Once you hit 330, you get transported to the island, the world. And if you fall back down, you come back down to here from the same location. I think the island, the sky block one, matches the same XZ axis. So once you go up, you get to the same spot in where you're at on this sky world. Okay. It's been a couple of weeks since the kid that moved in next to my build has been on. Maybe a week. I had initially gave him some materials to start off with. Looks like he had killed some pigs and chickens and put their heads next to his house. He has an anvil right here. 3 of the shulker boxes full of whatever I gave him, and helped him down here a little bit. Wanted to do more, but I guess he wanted the side of 3 blocks. Not sure why. Two on the main entrance. And plenty up here. 4 is usually the typical for most builds. If you want vertical space, I go with 5 to 7 most of the time. Just a moment. Okay. So yeah, I'm doing a lease situation with this block, set of blocks here for most of it. OCW0630 is supposedly paying off 500,000 credits to own this. It's supposed to take what, 5 weeks maybe, I think. Once a week, every week for 5 weeks, or something like that, before he owns it completely. If his balance goes down below the minimum weekly payment, it automatically reverts to being mine again. Oh. And for both of them next door to it, I put a beacon so that they could do whatever quickly. And of course there's Pima's area. Pima needs to get on and fix some stuff up. It seems to be having issues. Looks like GTA Live Online is being played by GPDoes. GP. I still haven't gotten around to putting in these windows. I don't know why. I've had more than enough time to. Sheep. For those who haven't been online, I've been running these furnaces. There's 64. No, let's see. Something like 126 of them. 124, I think, total. All being fed iron ore. And they're transporting it into these chests with epic teleported long-range hoppers on each side. There's what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks on each. 2 sets of 6 rows of chests, going up 7. So then, which they build up as iron blocks instead of iron ingots. They get redirected to this chest right here with these 2 epic long-range hoppers underneath them, and underneath it. And if I activate these hoppers to allow the iron blocks to go through, they then move the hoppers to this chest, which feeds into these 4 chests right here, which then gets fed to that one that then loops around all these chests below here next to this beacon. This is my iron block sell area that people can utilize if they need iron, or if they need to make some quick cash at the admin shop, because I'm selling these for considerably less per block, per stack than what you get at the admin shop at spawn. Oh yeah. Don't ask me why I decided to put in so much, but the first 3 or 4 days I had someone come in and clear out a lot of iron blocks to sell at the admin shop for quick cash. So I thought, let's just make a gigantic storage area. It'll be better than anything, really. Did some additional work on my tower here, as you can see. I got at least a complete floor down on 2 additional floors. On the second and third floor, I've been working on the third. And started put in floors for the 4th, 5th, and 6th floors. Or something like that. Put in these walkways between the tower staircase and the edges, so that as I'm doing non-creative placement, I have some leeway on doing something like this, crouching to the edge so I don't fall off and block placing along like that. The end rods here are easy to make, easier than some other light blocks. Honestly, it doesn't take a lot. Doesn't take a lot to get the supplies to get these, compared to doing like the frog lights or trying to survive falls in the nether and not die in the lava. Okay, so my browsers are open to see the streams now, so now I can chat. Yay. Okay. Oh good, I haven't dropped any frames since I started. Oh, that's really good. I'm planning on doing 2, 3, 4 more floors with not such a wide base as the top, with some environmental designs on it. You know, farming and landscaping. I got more than enough space for storage and farm worker inside. I just have to light it up, put in floors and stuff. But nothing hurts doing a small 60 by 60 landscape on top, above the everything, so that I get everything self-contained that I need. set up the bottom here for major work and stuff to hand off to people to sell them to. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I've been talking and no one's here at the moment. But who cares? Anyone watching after the fact would understand a little bit. Okay. So if anyone wants to know the reason why this AI here, why buying wrong one, why buying shulkers from the guy, the AI, is like to 45 is that ooh, did I really buy? Yeah. Okay. Why it's set to basically 45 is that the bottom row here isn't available to place stuff in on the AI shop. So you don't have the 6 rows of items that you utilize for everything. Can I put this back without having to use the AI? No. DTPL. Nope. DL. No. DTLP. Okay, yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Manage shops. Rare items. Page 1. Stock. So yeah, as you can see here, there's 5 rows being used. The 6th row right here cannot be used at all because you need a interface for the AI. Okay. Let's get over to the marketplace. I've talked enough about it, whatever. Oh yeah, I fixed up this house a little bit, but need to put in new windows. OCW0630, you need to do something about these. You can technically activate these beacons. Don't know why you don't do it. Why do you have so many spider traps on the outside of the thing? Okay, there we go. This area used to be filled in with sponges. I'm not sure if I did it on stream, but I at least fixed up that area. Need to fix everything up a little bit more, but the person that was doing the landscaping thought he or she could get the admin to. Oh, that was the chicken. Could get the admin to use world edit and drop this entire landscape next to my marketplace down to Y level, what, 64, 63, the bottom layer of Bedrock. So that a comparable marketplace to their design could be set up. And then the person went inactive and stopped logging in. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. Okay. Time to start working on everything here. You know how much longer this takes in survival instead of using semi-creative. No, semi-creative survival. Creative, but you're still stuck to survival logics. Can't do this or that, and you're actually a bit more restricted in creative use, which I don't entirely mind, but like some of the other users that have it, there's some things that would be useful to use. If it wasn't restricted. Okay, that one. Granted, the items that you can't use, I kind of understand why you can't use them in creative, in this limited creative. Duplicating shulkers of stuff became a bit of a problem. Recently, I had to collect a bunch of creative duplicated armor because of someone that had used creative to duplicate armor sets like crazy, and those armor sets started getting spread out, and new users wanted them, and then blah blah blah, drama, and well, because of that, sorry, you can only keep the one set that you originally were given. No more duplicate copies in the shulker collection unless you had made new sets without the mod description included. Okay. Oh yeah, I was going around, starting on that side. I was actually quite surprised on how much stuff was collected. I'm pretty sure some of the stuff got despawned a few times because people took them. But how do you still have so much stuff in reserve? Without sacrificing potentially getting banned over it, over duplicating through creative use. I understand if it's your own world or your own server and you don't want to have to keep remaking one item, but you're on a server that you're basically invited to be on, and you're duplicating stuff up the wazoo. Yeah. As the server admin states on occasion, I didn't want the, as he would say, and I quote, I didn't want the server economy to be completely destroyed by the influx of duplicate items through creative shulker box use. So anything and everything that could have an inventory, even chests, anvils, and anything else that you could think of, if you knew how to use the server given permissions and that had an inventory, you could place it and grab it, stuff out of it, using creative. So don't want to have to deal with it. Oh yeah, let's just continue talking, Josh. You don't really have an audience right now, except for the people who watch this after the fact, and they probably won't watch the entire thing, which is annoying. I want my video statistics to go up. I want 3 hours on my streaming watch, but no. At most you're looking at maybe 5 minutes worth of following and rounding board. I wonder why you're not here talking to me. Could be less boring. I could be less boring. I could talk about stuff that you talk about, but no. I'm bored. That's why I'm talking. Filling in the silence vacuum. what do I have to talk about other than the consistency of squirrel droppings? Why did I do a Lord of the Rings scroll? Yeah. That's weird. Josh, you're weird. You're weird. Why would you talk about squirrel droppings? What's so funny about consistency of squirrel droppings? You're disgusting. Yeah. What do trees have to talk about other than the consistency of squirrel droppings? Yeah, what do trees have to talk about? No, okay, I need the regular stone bricks. I knew I was missing something from my creative inventory. Kimberly, you're so funny. And the extended. What do trees have to talk about? Ex- yeah. Okay. No, I wasn't punished because I'm on Bedrock. Well, I've seen Bedrock users get kicked off, but whatever. What what the? Did I start going around this and never finished? Yeah, started going around and never finished. I've been proximity of this sheer face wall. I've been meaning to tear down the rest of that wall, but don't know if I want to use the TNT trick or what, considering how close it is to the structure. Well, then I'll save this one for the last, if I get the option to use world edit. Then I'll edit this out before I start working, otherwise I'll either mine it down or something to at least slope it down a little bit so it's not so imposing. Oh, hi, King Shamer. 8 homework assignments, that's a lot. Probably easy assignments, though. Yeah, they say that music does help with focus. Though honestly, in some cases, I doubt it really does help. Okay. Oh yeah, I was confused for a moment. The title of the session is building and others, so I'm going to be looking up, what is it, templates on how to automate making stuff with the potions. I don't know how much space I need, but I got some space set up for it. Easy to get most of the ingredients for potions anyway, so shouldn't be a problem for me to get some of the basics down. Wait, what did I do on this side for the pillar? 2 in from the walkway. 2 out from the walkway. Okay. Someone keeps joining the stream. I don't know who. Usually don't have someone going in and out. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit laggy. Let's see what. Oh, yeah, it's a little laggy for me. Probably because let's see, my internet connection. Huh. Okay. Why am I laggy in the game? That's a little weird. I have nothing else open. Oh. Now I know why. Let's reduce that. Yeah, that started reducing the lag. Didn't think. Oh, yeah, that's dropping. Okay, that's good. Not completely, but that's better. I had 3 different things open on these stream program. If that could drop a little bit more, and I'll be just fine. OCW is on if you want to get on, if you have the time anyways. Okay. 3, 4, 4. OCW 0630 is on if you wanted to fight him for his inventory. Whack-a-mole, whack-a-mole. I don't know. Let's see. Oop, that. Yeah. Can't access his inventory because it hasn't been backed up. Okay. Still a little laggy on my end. I wonder what's causing the lag. Yep. Oh, yes, I'm laggy. I've been dropping frames like crazy. Why am I dropping frames all of a sudden? Come on, level out. Level out. Settings. Can I alter the frame rate on here? Nope, I can't. While stream. Why am I laggy? Could it be the storm that's going through? Huh. What is the stream health state? Yeah, I'm lagging something. Just sitting here on the screen, start screen, pause screen is some of my lag's been going down, but I'm still dropping like crazy. Why am I? My frame rate for the game's lower than the studio frame rate. At least it should be. Yeah. I said it on 30, not anything higher than that. Then why am I still dropping frames? That's weird. You know, I should have started recording as a backup to my streaming. Okay. That is weird. The desktop set switched back to it being healthy. Haven't isn't showing any issues. What the crap? Why am I still dropping? I'm not doing anything. Why am I still dropping frames? I was doing so well initially. Why am I dropping? Okay, I'll let's uh okay, let's see if that these two things does the trick. I'm going to head over to the no, that okay, I'm gonna switch over to a couple things here. See if it drops. See if it levels out here. Oh yeah, I saw it. What, the one yesterday? Yeah. I should head over to Twitch one of these days. Yeah, this is still dropping. I wonder if it's this. Let's see. I wonder if it's the storm going through. Yeah, the background sound was a little bit loud. I could hear you, though. There's. I know there. I know in the editing part before you put in the title and stuff, you can edit the audio settings to the video or the sound. I don't know. Well, it could have been the issue. I'm going to end the stream for now. I'm going to check the weather. See if that's causing the issue with the 60,000 frames.